Welcome to a Friday evening here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Not raining, kind of sunny out today. And we have a bit of mail call. And a really interesting thing that came in. I ordered from, I think it was Germany. Yeah. So let's begin mail call. So the biggest package with the smallest item is this one. There actually is nothing else in this package. But they really did the packing on that. Okay, so what this is, I remember using these things years and years ago, but it is a PCI or PCIe postcard. The idea behind this is you stick it in your PC, your motherboard, and it can tell you things about it. Now, there's a bunch of connection stuff that goes with it, cable kits. You can see all this stuff in here. So those and these. So this thing, I believe, tests out wireless card slots. And not sure what this guy does. And I have to read all the instructions, of course. And then we got this little guy here, another header. Little headers, blah, blah, blah. So that's what this is. And I was quite surprised that these things have come down so much. They're being commoditized into being made into a commodity. I remember when we bought one at Memory Express, and by the time we were done buying it and the diagnostic book and everything for it, it was like $1,000 product, right? But this guy here was only about $40. So now for all those LCD displays, I actually have too many of these, but whatever. There's that one. And no, not that one. This one. I think that's what this. No, this is the rotary on the boards. Okay, so those are the rotaries. And must be maybe this one. Yep. There we go. As I said, I got too many of them. And there's actually more coming, but of a 20-pin variety. So these little guys here, and I'll just open one up. That is if I actually have my knife over here, which I don't. So, okay, so open one of these up. The idea simply behind these is a driver board for those LCD displays. Do I have one loose? So you can see this here. There you go, identical. And there is CircuitPython code for this. I have it running on that board. And now I have too many of them. But they're not like they're super expensive or anything like that. Oh, here's another one I cut open in a bag. Yeah. I'll have to do something about that. So, we need that later. I'll take the tools out of here and just put them in the drawer for the moment. And we'll just throw all these in here. They're all the same thing. So, there we go. And these guys are what Adafruit calls Rotary Encoders. They didn't get any knobs. Whoops. But I have knobs coming. So they spin around forever. And you plug them in and you read the sensor on them and voila. So there's a whole pile of them here. 5 of them. They call 5 a whole pile. And then in this one, I'll just put this back in the bag. In this bag, we've got, I think these are controllers and stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought they were. So I've got here, if I remember correctly, this is a wireless board. So, set up like an Arduino. There's an Atmel on it, so... Oh, right. Okay. This is an AT-SAMD21, very similar to what the Adafruit guys use, but it's done up as an Arduino, so I'll have to try this out. Reset button. Very nicely built, actually. So that's what this is. Put it back in its bag. And then these guys, the same idea, but I think nano-sized. Yeah, so again, Atmel SAMD21s. So you put all this stuff on it. This probably goes onto here like this. Voila. And then you put on all the pins on here. Like so. And like so, and solder them all in. Believe it or not, I think I saw a person on Discord having problems with something like this. Not this particular board, but a thing. But he had it in the breadboard. And he had to be told, solder the pins down. You're not getting a good connection. Yes, people. When you get one of these boards, just don't stick them in a breadboard like this and expect everything to work properly. That's not how they work. You need to do some soldering. And I wonder if I can get CircuitPython on here. MD21 Mini. That'll be interesting if I can do that. What if I can find some SAMD51 boards on Ali? I mean, the processors are hard to get, so I'm just going to put this here. And I'll just put these in there. The encoders can go over here. Now, my big ticket item, cord on the microphone there, came for my Apple One replica. So there's a place called Retro Place, and this guys comes from a guy in Germany, and he took the Apple One documentation and redid it all from scratch, almost basically. He redid it. So we've got in here a mini version of this. Whoa. Yeah, you can see it now. So this is the circuit diagram for an Apple One. So this is the terminal section, the display, and this side is the processor section. So this is the diagram. Kind of hard to see in the bright light, but we can do it. So that's that. And then in here also is the actual original documentation redone. So this was the advertisement that was put out. So this is a real Apple One. And you can actually get this board. But look at this. 1976. October 1976. for $666.66. Right? Includes 4K bytes of RAM. Woo! You could buy one. They built, what is it, about 200 of them in a garage, basically, by hand. So that was the advertising. And then we have the books. So this is the Apple One cassette interface book. So it shows how the book went together, like the device. And then I think in here, yeah, here was the electronic. I wonder if I can just bend that down a little bit. Here is the electronic circuit diagram for the cassette interface. And it actually just used any cassette drive you can dig your hands on at the time. And then we have Preliminary Apple Basic User's Manual. Look how thin this thing is. Apple Basic Error Messages, right? So, loading Apple Basic. Tells you how to do it. And then, it is advisable to make a duplicate copy of Apple Basic on another cassette. Exit Basic is described, and then, yada. Reading and writing basic programs on tape. Program execution. Abbreviation. Then here, numeric representation, variables, expressions, arithmetic relationship. This has got to be the shortest book on BASIC that you can ever see. Right? Wow. And then we have here the Apple One Operations Manual. So, all the nitty gritty of the manual. So, here is the section 2, using the system monitor. Okay, and the monitor is actually all in here. That's all the code right there. This page, that page, and a little bit on that page. That is it. That is all the code. We're talking literally just bytes of code. Not very many. And then we got how to expand the Apple system. And then this is the really big version of the schematic. So terminal section on that side, and that's the bigger version of the pocket guide to it. And then here, I believe the last one here, yeah, how to build the power supply for an Apple One. And then last, I think here, how to do, I think debugging on the board. And then the address display for, I think, the screen, the way they did the screen. And the warranty. So, it's not a cheap set of books to get, but I think it's utterly cool. So I will store them away again in here. Put it on my shelf. Now, I do have on my shelf somewhere the Beagle Brothers book. I have the, from the Apple II, I have the AppleSoft book. Actually, the manual that came with your Apple II for getting started on it. But I don't have the Apple II Operation Guide book, the Spirally book and stuff. I don't think I have those. I probably could get them off eBay if I wanted to. But, yeah. So, yeah, you can get this off Retro Place. I love how he spelt Canada on here. Kanada. But, yeah. So, but that's all the goodies I have. I was hoping to get it shows up in AliExpress as arrived in the country, has been delivered, but I didn't see it today, which was the same driver board for the LCD, but the 20-pin version. So I'm not sure. And oh, I did did an oops. So on this guy here, bring the light back. Whoa. Let's just go blind, William. Right there. Kind of hard to see on here. Yeah, right. That last chip right there, the voltage regulator. It has a bubble on it because I kind of blew it up. Now, what I don't understand, and I end up cracking the corner of the screen on this one too, somehow. Yeah. This thing they put on here, not impressed. Like, I mean, this is a very fragile device. I wonder how that got chipped. But I do have more Adafruit parts queued up in the shopping cart, but I haven't bought it yet because I'm waiting for stock on. They have this matrix I want to get, and I want to get another macro pad and a bunch of other stuff, but they're out of stock on a couple items, so I'm going to wait till they have it. And then I'll wait till, if you wait till the Wednesday Ask an Engineer show, during the show, if you do your purchase, then you can get 10% off of everything you buy. Like a big global 10% off, which is pretty good. And I was thinking too of getting some more trinkies like this. So this is my RP24 trinky. I was having a serious issue with this, and I'm not sure if it's just specifically this or not. I have other little guys here with all with stemma on them, like this guy here, stemma also. I could not get the display to work through the stemma. I got it working through the pins here, but not through here, these stemmas. And I fiddled with everything. So I am going to get some of their cables just to make sure. But I looked at the pictures of the cables, and they're wired like this. So ground, voltage, clock, I think, and data or something like that. Or data and clock. And they're oriented right. So I have no idea what's going wrong. I must have spent hours on this trying to figure this out. Now, not all these boards have stemma connectors on them. So, and I'm not even sure is this a RP2040 problem or not. So I have an RP2040 here with stemma on it. And I have the Cutie Pie with Atmel on it with 2040. And then I have this guy here, which is ESP32S2 from Maker, sold on Adafruit, and it has stemma on board. And I tried a number of these boards trying to get this stupid display to work, and I could not do it. I don't know why. Have no idea. Now I have feather stacking headers. No, was another. Oh yeah, this is the Rotary Encoder board with stemma on it. So I haven't put that together yet. I do have those other ones, but I did buy some rotary encoders that are just the bare pins, whereas these ones, whoops, these particular ones here are on boards already. So, but they don't have stemma on here; they just have pins. Clock, DT, SM, plus ground. Now, with 3 wires like that, I have a feeling this is SPI encoder. Whereas this encoder board is I2C. I2C, yeah. So there's. Let's see. Yeah, rotary encoder I2C. SDA, SCL, ground, 3-volt VN, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, I'll have an encoder I can stick on here and solder on. Wow. I might have issues getting it into these two holes. They're a little on the rough side, but we'll see. Put that in there. It'll go like that. So that was kind of mail call for the moment. I am going to do some more. I think I might flip tracks this weekend. I did so much feather stuff and that and got nowhere. I would like to get somewhere with some of this stuff. So I might switch over back to the RGB matrix or back to the really big RGB matrix. So this. Play with this some more. Oh, I didn't know DigiKey was on here. Hey, that's interesting. So this is the ESP-IF. Ooh, it is tough to get off. There we go. DigiKey Electronics. This is the Matrix Portal M4 Wi-Fi RGB display. So it goes onto there. And I hacked this one because it's got my little jumper on here for the address line. I just kind of wish that this gizmo had this on this side. Then you could park the whole board behind here. But hey, I'm not even sure what's even running on here at the moment. Let's just plug it in for the hell of it. We need a USB-C. So let's plug this in. Oh, there we go. That's what I have on it at the moment. Wow, it's interesting. You see on the screen the letters look very fat and stuff like that, but to me they're very skinny. Whoa, did I spell CircuitPython wrong? RGB matrix. Uh, this scroller is brought to you by Circuit. Yep, it's screwed up. See, there's a gap right there in the. Oh well, but you get the idea. I think I'm gonna get around to playing with this again. Actually, I do have some code for that I was working on to see if I can. Because that was just using a library to run lines across the things, like text strings and stuff like that. I want to do the more lower level where you talk to individual pixels and stuff like that. So, but I think I'll call it here for the moment. I have nothing else of interest. At least I don't think I have anything else of interest. Not that I know of. Yeah. Oh, I did look at this one too, which is the sharp panel. This is another problem what I'm having with. It is also I2C, right? And I got it kind of working, but the display is just horrible. And I don't know why either on this one. Yeah, I think this is, yeah, this is this guy here. If I plug this in, yeah, see, This you can't really see it, but look how gratchy the display is. It's either not refreshing properly, or I don't know. Now, according to the specs for this Itsy Bitsy, it should be fast enough to drive this display, but it does not look at all like what they did on Mr. Park's channel or Adafruit when they demoed this. This is not working the way it should be. So I'm 2 for 0 on displays apparently at the moment. Not working. All I can say is this guy's working. That's right. And he is this. So when I plug him in, there you go. It's working. Here I am. Let's do a reset on this. Yep. See? No problem on this one. So I don't know what's going on with the LCD and the OLED. That one is currently in limbo. So, and I'm going to order another one of these. I think I have in displays too in my collection. I have some more OLED stuff, not stemma stuff. That's what I want to really look at. So I'll have to go to Adafruit for those ones with the stemma cartels. But we'll see. And I'm thinking too, maybe this Saturday I'll solder some of those kits I got. Put them together, including the work on this battery charger. Figure out where this goes. What am I supposed to do with all this right here? All these. It's hard to see. All these connectors down here. There's a DC in over here. There's thermal and programming. So this is supposed to be a charger. And what I don't understand about the thing, I got a battery and a load. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. I need to look that up. But have a nice evening. And below the stupid little thing, there's the sub and the comment and the blah, 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 and the usual stuff. So you can do your usual YouTubing. So have a nice evening.